Sandy Steinman here, President of Background Checks Express, your one-stop source for accessible, accurate, and affordable background checks. In our last few videos, we've explored the subject of what it takes to prove negligent hiring cases, and we learned that these cases are very expensive for employers and that they lose them 79% of the time. But you're not worried, because you're comfortable that you do a good job screening your employees before you hire them. Well, let me tell you, don't get too comfortable, because liability doesn't end with the hiring process. And you may be surprised to learn that employers can be sued for failure to exercise due diligence in retention, supervision, or even promotion. I know you're shaking your head and wondering why an employer can't catch a break. The truth is they can, but they have to be very careful even after a safe hire. Listen to this. An employer may be liable for negligent retention when during the course of employment the employer becomes aware or should have become aware of problems with an employee which signals his unfitness, and the employer fails to take further action to prevent such conduct affecting other people. And that could be investigation, discharge, or reassignment. Let me give you a couple examples. In a Minnesota case, the court ruled a church could be sued for negligent retention if the church knew or should have known about the propensity of a church pastor to engage in sexual misconduct with persons who sought spiritual or religious advice from him. Nice, right? Here's another one. A customer of an HVAC contractor launched a negligent retention action against the company after the employee stopped working on the installation several months into the project. The company had learned that the employee had on previous occasions contracted side jobs in clear violation of company policy and never completed the projects. After the company discovered the side jobs, they reprimanded the employee, but they left him in the same position. The court found that the company owed potential and existing customers a legal duty to protect them from that employee's conduct, and that the customer's injury was a foreseeable consequence of the company's retention of the employee. You can just hear the conversation now. Oh, he's a good employee. He won't do this again. Let's just talk to him and let him go. Well, guess what? It costs them a lot of money. These are eye-opening cases. And as always, I hope that this information has caused you to become determined not to become a defendant. Remember, employee problems are always caused by problem employees. And if you want to avoid those problems, and you want to avoid becoming a defendant, call me today at 844-727-3366. And let me show you just how easy it is and how affordable it can be to perform accurate and accessible background checks and to stay out of court. In our next video, we'll leave the subject of negligent retention and we'll take a look at the dangers of negligent supervision and negligent promotion. In the meanwhile, be safe, hire safe, and I'll see you in the next video.